So now children, after we understand the fixed installment method and how to proceed with the valuation of depreciation, let us now advance with the second illustration, illustration 2, where more than one assets are being exposed in the year. Let us see how the question proceeds. On 1st April 2015, X Limited purchased a plant for rupees 43,000. The plant has been purchased for rupees 43,000. It was estimated that the effective life period, the plant is for 43,000. Estimated life of the plant, it will be 10 years. 10 years. Three things, remember we need three things. The cost of the total cost, the estimated scrap value, and the estimated life. So 43,000 minus 3,000, 40,000 upon 10 years. That is how we find the depreciation. Remember, I told you the depreciation is total cost of the asset minus the estimated scrap value upon the estimated life of the asset. So total cost of this is asset number 1 that we are talking about. This asset 1 is purchased on 1st April 2015. The cost of the asset, total cost is rupees 43,000 as given, minus scrap value is 3,000, and the asset is useful for 10 years. It is 10 years. So that means 43 minus 340 upon 10. The depreciation of the asset will be rupees 4,000 per year. This is asset number 1. Asset number 2. Asset number 2 reads, on 1st April 2016, this is 2015, on 1st April 2016, the company purchased additional machine for rupees 25,000. Purchase will be for rupees 21,000. Estimated life will be 15 years and the scrap value is rupees 2,500. 2,500 scrap value. The life of the asset 15 years. That means the 22,500 upon 15, that will be rupees 1,500. The depreciation per year will be rupees 1,500. That is asset number 2. This is the second asset. The third asset now, there are 3 assets in this question. The third asset is purchased on 1st October 2017. New machine is purchased for rupees 12,000. The machine is purchased for rupees 12,000, of which the scrap value will be 2,000. The scrap value has been given 2,000 and the life of the asset will be 20 years. That means 12,000 minus 2,000, 10,000. 10 upon 20, rupees 500 per year. Rupees 500 per year. That is the depreciation. So now we have depreciation of asset number 1, 4,000. Asset number 2, 1,500, and asset number 3, rupees 500. Now we will have to make the asset account. Making the asset account. The asset account, we always write the name of the asset. Plant and machinery account, we write the name of the asset. The first thing that we always begin with is the date, 2015, April 1. The date is, children, very important in this question. The first thing that we begin with is to bank. The asset is purchased. When the asset is purchased, I told you it is to bank. The asset is purchased for rupees 43,000. So 43,000. The asset is purchased for 43,000. The last date of the year, there is no more transaction in this year. The last date in there, the asset is calculated on 31st March by depreciation. The depreciation is 4,000 rupees. 4,000. That is depreciation. 40,000 minus 4,000. The balance carried down will be rupees 43 minus 4 rupees 39,000, and the year closes. You have to show the total also. Because of lack of space, I'm not showing it here. You will show the total also. The next year, 21/6, 1st April 21/6, the asset now is brought down to balance, brought down rupees 30. This balance is being brought down here, rupees 39,000. Now this year they say an additional machine, second year, 1st April 21/6, this is 1st April 21/6, additional machine is purchased for rupees 25,000. When an asset is purchased to bank, you can write here asset number 1. To bank, asset number 2. That will be easier. Asset number 2 is purchased. This is the already existing asset, asset number 1. And this is the second asset, asset number 2. Now we have to, on 31st March 21/7, now we have to provide depreciation here for 2 assets. By depreciation 1 and by depreciation 2. You will write by depreciation 2. The depreciation 1 is rupees 4,000 every year, and depreciation 2 is rupees 1,500. That is the depreciation. Now the balance, by balance carried down of 39,000 minus 4,000, you will write 35,000. The balance carried down for asset number 1 is 35,000. The balance carried down for asset number 2, 25,000 minus 1,500, that is rupees 23,500. And the year closes. You will write the total also, both the sides. The third year, you will keep proceeding like this, 21/7. The next year now, again, to balance brought down, the balance that is you are bringing down, already you are bringing down the balances, you already have an asset. In the third year, the balance brought down, first balance of this year is 35,000, see that is 31,000, and second balance 23,500. So 2 balance brought down, 1 is rupees 35,000 and 2 23,500. That is the total, rupees 500, 58,500. That is the total. And in this year, on October 1, the third asset is the next asset is purchased on the next year on October 1. Remember, this is purchased on 1st October 21/7. 21/7, 1st October. We are purchasing the asset. When we purchase, it is to bank rupees. How much are we purchasing the asset? We are purchasing that asset for 12,000. 12,000. Another asset is purchased for rupees 12,000. Now when we charge depreciation on 31st March 21/8, that will be by depreciation 1. Depreciation on the first asset is rupees 4,000. Depreciation on the second asset is 1,500. Depreciation on the next asset is rupees 500. But here now, children, remember, okay, you just depreciation on first asset is rupees 4,000. On the second asset, it is rupees 1,500. Now the third asset depreciation is 500, but this is the depreciation for the whole year. But when are we purchasing the asset? We are purchasing the asset after 6 months. We are purchasing it on 1st October. That means this depreciation 500 is for whole year. So for 6 months, it will be by 6 by 12. That means depreciation in the first year when it is purchased will be rupees 250. So we will write here depreciation for 6 months in this year will be rupees 250. This will be the depreciation. So by balance carried down, 1 will be 58,500 minus rupees 4,000. That will be rupees no, 35,000. That is what I mean. 35,000 minus 400 rupees, 31,000. Second asset 23,500. That is 23,500 minus 1,500. The second asset rupees 22,000. Third asset, the first year 12,000 is purchased for 12,000. That asset has been purchased. The third year, the asset has been purchased. Now 12,000 you purchase this asset, and in the first year depreciation on this asset is 250. So the balance left is rupees 12,000 minus 250 rupees, 11,750, and the total is done. And then you will carry forward to the next year, and next year also the same thing will be done. I hope it is clear to all of us. Right, girls? Now after this, the next question will follow the IGST and SGST. Before that, you are supposed to do the question, the coinciding question number. I'll just tell you the question. Coinciding question number 2. Girls, question number 2. On 1st April 2015, a company bought plant and machinery costing rupees 68,000. It is estimated that its working life is 10 years, at the end of which it will fetch rupees 8,000. Please start doing this question. I want you to do this question right away, now. And then I will send you the next video for the next question. Right, girls?